Depending on the character's roles, some liberties to keep the plot moving are unrealistic. What I'm focused on is learned behavior, something you see over time. That is why I like series, because it starts to develop a character into a person and it constrains the writer into how the character can react. If you violate the spirit of the character, then you soon will find interest in the books will disappear. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. I know that removing a child is a hard decision, and while we need to be sure they are not put in a worse situation, I do believe you can hardly make the future better leaving substandard and delusional parents to raise the new generation. What is society's responsibility toward the children? We do not live in a perfect world, so how do you address this problem? The old way of placing the kids in foster care is worse because there is at least as little oversight as with a parent. Plus, they can see the kids as less important than the money they are paid. When has government ever done a good job on teaching morality or replacing a parent either? This is an answer I cannot solve, but if we want a better world, it is one we must figure out. We didn't get here overnight, and at the moment, we have less people that remember when raising kids was a priority of parents. We have the patients in charge of the asylum, and when they're gone, their replacements will be the patients they screwed up. While the thoughts are inspired by the book, it does not imply the writer intended to inspire the thoughts I have. The attempt is to start a discussion and get people to think about human behavior from the perspective of the closet. How this might lead to problems that make friends or partners or even business relationships difficult. I can understand why some would dismiss this effort. I find reminders in how the characters behave with memories of my own experiences and then explore that aspect. It's meant to start people to think. It is not meant to imply I am right. If you do not share the ideals with others, then how will you know if you're right? When talking, the focus should be on challenging and exposing your ideals, not in changing other opinions. That would only lead to frustration, since the only person you can change is yourself.